Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I know it's been a while, uh, roughly 2 months and some change, almost 2.5 months. But I'm back and needed to take some time out to really do some serious work, some serious thinking, some serious organizing, and it's all for the improvement and the progression of our community. So first of all, I want to say what's up. How's everyone doing? I miss you all, and glad to be back. Had to do a lot of work. So essentially, it's been about 2.5 months. What's going on, Lakeisha? It's been about 2.5 months, almost 3 months. I think I went live or did a video or really put anything out there. But the work behind the scenes has been extremely aggressive. In fact, I would definitely say it's been the most intensive work I've ever done on an intellectual level. Yo, Cornelius, what's going on, brother? I want to say thank you to everyone who's been sending me DMs and sending me emails and contacting me and checking on me. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate all of the day ones, those of you who have been with me since 2014, 15, 16. I truly appreciate you all. And I just want to make this quick video, because you will be, start seeing me again, doing videos and doing lives, but more importantly, doing the work that's needed for our community. And so I've been running for something for a while, and that was making myself sit down, get clear, organize, and write a complete book about the things that we're dealing with in our community. And the reason I've been running from that is because I really dislike writing. I dislike making presentations. Like, it's just something about that is just not me. As far as getting on camera, talking, putting things together, doing other work, cool, great, got you. But sitting down and actually making myself disciplined enough to sit down, organize my thoughts, really become clear about what it is I'm trying to get across, I dislike it extremely. I have a high amount of dislike for it. But several things happened. About 2 to 3 months ago, and I got to the point where I had to ask myself the serious question. Do you want this or not? Do you want this radical progression, this radical improvement in your community that you say you want? Do you want to be a part of this change? I just had to get really serious, and multiple things happened. None of them I'm going to talk about on camera, except for one. And the one thing that I realized was that if I don't sit down and really put this thing together, it's going to get to the point where I will be used against my own community without even knowing it. And I can't have that, because for me, a lot of my thoughts when I think about myself, I'm thinking about after it's over, like when I'm done, like when I'm gone, when I've passed on, when I've transitioned. Legacy is what they call it. What are you leaving behind? What kind of work did you do? And if I continue to go this very chaotic direction where I'm putting this out there, and mind you, everything I'm saying, I still stand by 1,000%. All of this right, why it's correct. Type 2 diabetes is not a disease. It is reversible. High blood pressure is not a disease. It's reversible. The healthcare system is not for you. It's not designed to improve you. It's not designed to help you out. It's only designed to make money. It's profiting off of you. It's profiting off of your tears, your suffering, your pain, your discomfort. That's what it's there for. Like, I still stand by all of that. But if I truly want to see that change, if I truly want to be a part of this movement, I had to get serious. And so for the past 2 months, it's been essentially me being silent, forcing myself to sit down and do the hard work, the hard, painful, uncomfortable work of writing a book. And that's what I've been doing for this past 2 months. And the book is called Done with Diabetes. But I want you to understand that most people who have been a part of the audience for a while, you all understand that I've been telling you that diabetes, type 2 diabetes, is merely one of the many faces of what we call insulin resistance. The foundation of many of the conditions that we're dealing with is sitting on the foundation, the platform of insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is what many of us are up against in the black community. When it comes to obesity, when it comes to heart disease, when it comes to high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, PCOS, high cholesterol, gynecomastia, what we're up against is insulin resistance. The medical system understands this very clear. It's been known since 1976. This doctor named something Raven, I can't remember his first name, but Dr. Raven, he was one of the first people who came out publicly and started, putting together research and articles as far as how these things are really the same thing. And once the medical system really understood that, the healthcare system really understood that, specifically the pharmaceutical companies, once they really understood that, oh, this thing that we call high blood pressure is really insulin resistant. This thing that we call type 2 diabetes is really insulin resistant. PCOS, obesity, high cholesterol, heart disease, all the way down the list. All of these multiple things are really one thing, and that's insulin resistance. And we know that we can reverse insulin resistance. If we reverse insulin resistance, we reverse all these other things. We can't have that. And so what they did was cut it all up, chop it all up. They turned high blood pressure into a disease, high cholesterol into a disease, type 2 diabetes into a disease, pre-diabetes into a disease, heart disease. They turned all these things into separate diseases, because now with a disease, you can now come up with a chemical that will alter the physiology of that quote-unquote disease. We already had a pill that would block the beta receptors, which will cause the contractility of the heart to decrease. Boom, we got a blood pressure medication. We already have a medication or a chemical that can slow down gluconeogenesis, the sugar release from the liver. Boom, metformin. We can use this for diabetes. We already have a chemical that can block the enzymes in the liver that's producing cholesterol. Boom, cholesterol medication. And so what they did, they chopped it all up. It's really one condition. They chopped it all up. They put a medication to it. They gave it some metrics and some boundaries that if you go above this, you have a disease. If you go below this, you have a disease. If you're not right here in our tight little windows, our tight little metrics, you have a disease. And if you have a disease, you can go out there and try to fix it on your own with food and lifestyle. But when that fails, because it will, because we won't give you the right directions, but when that fails, we have medications for you that will help you get those numbers into this tight little window. Now, there's so many reasons why I need to get serious and put this all in the book, which is all in the book. The book is complete. I still have a lot of work to do on the editing side. I still have a lot of work to do on the publishing side. Like, there's more work to be done as far as on the back side, but as far as the actual book being written, it is done. Now, the reason why this is such a problem is because you have people who are ingesting medications on a daily basis, right? They're ingesting medication on a daily basis. They are under the assumption that these medications will improve their metrics. And in a way, they are right. The medications will alter their metrics. But the question we need to know is that if this medication brings down your cholesterol, if this medication brings down your glucose or your A1C, if this medication brings down your blood pressure, does that correlate to an improvement in mortality and morbidity? Just because your numbers now look better because you're taking the chemical, will this improve your health? And the answer is no. Not only is the answer no, the answer is hell no. The answer is hell no. When you look at these medications, not only do they not increase or improve mortality and morbidity, they actually make you worse, especially when we're talking about insulin, especially when we're talking about the cholesterol medications. These medications actually make you worse. Now, one of the problems that I had with myself was that making these strong, harsh statements that I stand on 1,000% and not having the body of work to stand behind. Now, when I'm proving these things, I'm not proving it to any other community other than you all. I'm not trying to convince anybody else other than you all, the black community. That's you. You are the only people I am working towards convincing. You are the only people that I came into this whole system for. That is it. And so I'm done with trying to inform other medical professionals, whether they be doctors and nurses and PAs and nurse practitioners and anybody else, that these things are inaccurate and that we should do it a different way. I'm done. So what I need to do is create a manual, create a guide, create a playbook, create an actual book where you can now sit through it and see the information for yourself and check it for yourself, fact check it for yourself, and then let the chips fall where they may. Let the chips fall where they may. And so that's what this book is, Done with Diabetes. It says Done with Diabetes, but the book is really about insulin resistance. It gives you 5 simple strategies to reverse type 2 diabetes, get off medications, and avoid complications in 90 days. I've done this hundreds of times. I'm not somebody who is just, reading blog posts, thinking that this is not theory at all. Like, I do this on a daily basis. That's what's so funny. I do this on a daily basis with real people, whether it be in the clinic or actually online. I do this on a daily basis. And so we need to understand that we have to do for self. It doesn't make sense for us to continue to blindly trust a system that has made it clear for the longest that they don't like you like that. And we need to also understand, and one of the things that has given me a sense of relief is understanding that all these different conditions are really just one condition. Like that, when I realized that, I was like, whew, it's just insulin resistance. We just got to deal with insulin resistance. But the finesse on the other side is what I was not expecting. The finesse, the game on the other side, are our collective belief in this system, our collective belief in this a group of people who have shown us consistently they don't rock with us like that. And that was the side that I wasn't expecting. And so now I had to create this book. It is a free book. All you do is pay for shipping. The book is 100% free. All you do is pay for shipping. And the book will lay out 5 simple strategies. I go through and I talk about so many things. And, I have several people helping me out with this book. And I mean, they are awesome. They are great. I'm so blessed to have certain people in my life. Definitely they're invaluable. Like they're the amount of value and support that I've received behind the scene, it's invaluable. So what's going on, everybody? Yo, Brian, Lakeisha, Stephenson, Cornelius, what's going on? What's going on? Keisha, Rashonda, what's going on, sis? Perry, what's going on? Yeah, so there it is. This is my open letter to the black community. I love y'all. This is what I do it all for. This is what I went to school for. Like this, I went to school because I saw a huge problem with our community as pertains to health. Something didn't look right. It still doesn't look right. But as far as fixing the problem, improving the problem, we have what it takes. We don't need any big intervention. We need us. And so I need to get very serious and strategic with it. And this book is just the tip of the iceberg as far as making sure we go in the right direction. All right, y'all. So y'all be seeing me. I'm back. Appreciate the support. Thank you all for checking up on me. I really do appreciate it. I got to run. I have a lot of stuff to get done today. But you got any questions, let me know. The link for this video, the book is in the description. Share the video. I'm back. I appreciate y'all, and I'll holler at y'all later. All right? Peace.